Okay, now moving on to section 13. We'll be putting all the side skirts, we'll putting the stuff onto the side skirts and the 6 storage boxes together, and some of the stowage. I might leave some of this off because I could paint them separately. I've already cut them off the sprue. Yeah, like I said before, I'm going to leave the tools off for now because I'm going to probably paint them separately, and I'm not going to stick this to the hole just yet because obviously I want to spray that separately. I'm not too sure about the exhaust at the moment, so I'll have a think about it. The exhaust. Okay, I'm going to start putting the exhaust together. I've already stuck these 2 bits together. You probably get to see me do the other side, I believe. Well, after a bit of persuading, I managed to get the exhaust on. It doesn't look great, but I could probably camouflage most of it with when I rust it up and so on. It just doesn't seem to look right to me, but so it'll be alright once this is all rusted up. So I'm just sticking just gluing the other bits and pieces on now. Decisions. Okay, so 15 to 60 is basically the opposite side to 13 and 14. So the side skirt, side armour. Don't know what it's called, can't remember. I'd recommend, if you are building one of these, to not bother putting these little handles on until very last, I think, because I keep knocking them off every time I touch them at all. My stupidity, that is. More than anything. So anyway, I'll crack on with this. I'll just keep recording. I'm going to leave the tools off again because I'm going to be painting, spraying it all separately. Right, so after thinking about it for a bit, I decided to glue these bits on, mainly to protect the wheels, the running wheels, the guiding wheels, whatever they are, these wheels here. But also it's easier to pick it up and so on. So now I'm going to be moving on to section 17, gluing all these bits on, which looks like it's going to be fun. Time for the time lapse. Okay, moving on to section 18 now. Got some clear bits to use on this bit. What I might do is paint them blue and green, the see-through blue and green. Where the periscope bits are first, and then maybe cover them with the liquid masking after the paint's dried. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If I can find a place on the palette to do it. Let's go for the crystal green first. This is by MIG. Oh, well, seems to have a bit of a blockage. So join me in a minute. I might even clean my palette. Blockage cleared. Okay, now I'm just going to add some of this transparent blue. Just to give it a kind of greeny bluey texture. You probably can't see that, but here you go. Okay, so I'm still on section 18, putting these together. I would say they're a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. Right. I'm having them closed, so I'm not too bothered about the interior bit. Now, where is it? You have to cut one of these off, 28-1B. On the other sprue, it pinged off when I was trying to stick it in the hole, Luckily you get 4, but you need 3, so just bear that in mind. So I've got to be extra careful now not to lose one. But basically the trouble I was having was trying to fit that into that hole, because it did not want to go. And when I was pushing down, it pinged out and went dink, and the carpet monster got it. And then the second one did the same, but luckily I managed to find it. I've tried looking for the other one, I can't find it. So make sure you try and just sand all the edges. But you never know, this one might just go in. Yep, that one just went in perfectly. Typical. Right, so yeah, you do get a periscope, which you put on the inside, and then one of these bits that you put on the outside. So what I've done, I've already painted the clear on the inside, I don't know if you can see, and I've also painted a little bit of green on this bit here, just so later on I can put a bit of masking, galoop or whatever it is, masking, liquid masking on, just chuck it in there. And just to show you how probable, so here's the periscope. That sits in there like, oh, the other way around. So that sits in there like that. But I'm not having these hatches open, I'm having them shut. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to glue them at this moment, because I've got some photo etch stuff to put on. So it's got a slight curve in it, so what I'm going to try and do is use this. Try and do it in such a way I can demonstrate. So I have got a tool, but you don't necessarily have to use the tool all the time. I don't know if that's exact. I suppose I can look by putting it on here. That would help if I put it in the right side, wouldn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. The wheels keep falling off. The rubber bits on these wheels are not very good. They could just keep sliding off. Normally you have to really push them in on, just slide off, because I'm going to have to stick all them. Right, so don't ask me what they're for, I have no idea. Okay, moving on to this section here, 19. There's no point in doing this bit yet because I'll be painting the tracks separately. I might put this bit together and then just rest it on there, but I've got a feeling it'll just keep falling off. As for this bit, you get an option, but no explanation of which one it's supposed to be with, which is a bit annoying. So I have to make a decision there about that, and then I'll be moving on to this section here, which I will also leave off, and I won't be putting the tracks on yet because I like to spray it all separately. I might see if I can put these on, see if I can still get the tracks on, but let's concentrate on this bit. Like I said, I don't actually know if I'm gonna, won't be sticking the gluing the tracks on just yet. I think what I might do is attach that to the track. Where are these spare track links? Right, so cool little spare track links. So yeah, it's going to be much easier to do it that way, and I can just leave it off, and then I can spray them separately. So there you go, that'd be ready to go on when I would need it to go on. Oh, almost forgot the other hatch. Now, for some reason in the instructions, I can't see nothing there, here, for a periscope in that one, which seems a bit strange. But I did have leftover because I didn't put it on the bottom bit of the periscope for that one. So what I'm going to do is just see if it fit in that hole, just so there's something there. It doesn't have to be absolutely right, but there's something there. It does fit, so what the heck. It doesn't matter anyway, because the fascine's going to be all on there anyway, so you won't be able to see much of that anyway. Seems a bit pointless, I know. I'm going to leave the little handle off because again, won't be seeing it. I can always use that on something else. I'm going to glue it down because I will not be having these hatches open because, like I said, it's going to have the fascines. I've got to learn how to say that properly. I think that might be just an escape hatch or radio operator hatch. But anyway, these little bits here, I've decided I'm not going to put them on yet because I'm completely baffled by why is it an option. I can't see it affecting the shovel, but what I'm going to do is when I come to build the shovel and then dry fit it on and see how it affects it, and then decide if I'm putting them on or not, because it is very confusing to why there's two different options and they're different bits. As I say, I'm not putting the track on yet because I've got to spray all the lower hole. I'm not sure if I'm putting these on yet because I don't know how it's going to affect how I put the rest, or how I put the tracks on when I'm finished, because I'm not putting the tracks on yet. But so basically that leaves us, that's pretty much the lower hole all done, and that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. So please like and subscribe. Please join me next time when I start constructing the bulldozer bit and the other little bits and pieces. Then I'll show you the bulldozer bit and the fascine holder bit. Maybe doing these little bits and pieces before I move on to the turret. So join me next time. Bye.